Anne-Marie, thanks so much. Well, a big day for Marvel movie fans. The new Thor movie comes out today. But look, if you're not into superheroes, battles with giant cartoon sea creatures, that might be your thing. Or maybe you want to dive into an Afro-futuristic musical. Whatever your choice might be, Rad is here to chat with us about what's worth watching this weekend. Morning, Rad.
Good morning, Chanel. I'm happy for us. We're doing this for the first time.
I know. I'm so excited. Well, we've met before, but
Yeah,
we
of
haven't
course.
chatted on air before, so I'm really excited about that. I'm sorry you're so far away.
I know. Well, BA5 and all that.
There is that. All right, so much to get to. Let's start with Thor, back in his new movie, but apparently this time he's on this quest for inner peace. What's that all about?
I don't know about that part. Listen, so here's the thing. You mentioned this, Marvel fans will be excited, right? And for Marvel fans, this is not a matter of, are you gonna go see this or not? You know they're gonna see this.
Right.
They're gonna, we're not trying to tell people what, we're just trying to tell them, what can they expect? The thing about, now you probably know that I'm not the biggest Marvel fan, that I usually have very little patience for these movies. And this new Thor movie, Love and Thunder, is probably getting some of the worst reviews of any of these Marvel movies. However, I kind of liked it.
All right, maybe it's one for people who aren't Marvel fans.
Maybe. And the thing is, it's like, I like this because, I generally like the Thor movies because they don't take themselves as seriously.
Okay.
They're not as invested in the action and stuff. And this one, it has a real Wayne's World-ish kind of vibe to it. It's just that goofy. And some of the goofiness, first of all, it's playing off of Chris Hemsworth's just comedic capabilities. And director Taika Waititi, who's also made movies like Jojo Rabbit, he's all about just being absolutely silly with everything, whether it's action or whether it's even political allegories. And this is the lack of seriousness doesn't help the political allegories that are here. You have in this movie, you have scenes where children are in cages, and you have real world leaders who will refuse to come to the rescue of communities that are facing imminent threat. That doesn't land. But there is, again, there's this sort of a fun-loving, humorous sensibility and even a little sentimentality that ultimately just kind of worked for me.
All right, okay, moving on. The Sea Beast, an action-packed animated movie about a little girl who battles sea creatures. What did you enjoy most about that one?
Well, look, here's the thing. You look at the Sea Beast, if you look at the trailer, me and my son were like, oh, this looks like crap. You know what I mean? No, because it's got that plasticky, the human animation where the faces look really plasticky. Right. It looks like budget animation, and it looks like just another derivative story. We were wrong on all fronts. This is actually a really fun, really thrilling animated movie that kind of hits on all cylinders. The animation, I know I said they look plasticky, but there's real texture to the hair. There's this real beauty, there's this real beauty and majesticness to some of the scenes here. And even in terms of the action, it's really thrilling because this is an animated movie that really figures out kind of it's the space and what the space is playing with. You have a sense of the spatial dimensions, and then it really becomes inventive in that. So it's really well written, really fun, really moving. Oh, sorry, by the way, I should tell you, it's about people battling sea creatures and a little girl befriending the big baddie in it. So the whole family will love this one.
We figured that one out by looking at the images. Yes. So you said you guys were pleasantly surprised by that. Who's this movie for?
This is for, if you loved How to Train Your Dragon or even the original Pirates of the Caribbean movie, it's that kind of fun.
Okay, gotcha. The last film we're chatting about this morning called Neptune Frost. This is exclusively playing at one theater here in Toronto. What can we expect from this one?
Yeah, it's playing, but it's so small. I'm sure it's going to be in the digital realm soon. And digital realm, I say purposefully, because this is an Afrofuturist musical, which that
what
right
does
there.
That mean?
Well, Afrofuturist is this idea. It's reimagining black lives and black politics in the future, in a science fiction world, essentially. And what this movie does is, it's about it takes place after the Rwandan Civil War, but it takes place in a sort of afterlife or another dimension. I can't explain what this movie is. I didn't really understand it completely. It doesn't matter. It's an Afrofuturist musical. It's all vibes that really, imagine the Zion scenes from The Matrix Reloaded meets an Ousmane Sembène movie, and you got this movie that you could feel that's abstract enough that you're compelled by it, but maybe you just don't understand it.
Okay, who's this one for? Who's gonna be interested?
This is for people who love movies like The Burial of Kojo or Daughters of the Dust, which is really abstract classical stuff. If you're into those kinds of movies, you'll love it.
Okay, well, lots to catch up on this weekend. Rad, thanks so much. So nice being with you.
Nice meeting with you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.